Hi guys, so I decided to take you along to see the dilapidated state of a state housing company project here in Koforidua. For more than 2 decades, a once ambitious housing project initiated by the state housing company has remained abandoned, left to rot in the bush, overtaken by weeds, erosion and neglect. What was conceived as a beacon of hope for affordable housing has instead become a stark symbol of unrealized promises, policy discontinuity, and a heavy cost of inaction. Trekking along the Koforidua road, I'm sure you also have your own share of heavy potholes. That's the New Jabe North Municipal Assembly. The potholes on this particular road is unbearable. A journey supposed to take less than 5 minutes had to take about 15 minutes to reach this destination. That's the billboard for the housing project. Wow. It's an eyesore getting to this particular destination. I got there with the realization that the situation was even more than I thought. I went closer. I met some few people around though. I didn't know people lived in there. But then upon my arrival, I got to realize there was a family residing there. And these particular people told me that there are different other occupants of this edifice. I stood there for a moment in shock, marveled about the vast land being occupied by unfulfilled dreams, unfulfilled promise, and the state of neglect for a state-owned property. Wow, let's get along. So, Mr. Dixon, an occupant, also decided to devote his time to show me around. So we went upstairs the first floor to see the state of the building. Trust me, even walking on this building itself is not easy because you have to be very, very cautious considering the current state of the building. So he was explaining to me that he has been there for quite some time, explaining to me the previous state of the place. He had to be here serving as a watchman as well. He was narrating to me the kind of incidences that has occurred here, the number of times he had to chase out bad people, thieves that usually come here. On countless occasions, iron rods has been stolen from the site. On countless occasions, people have come there to commit serious crimes. You can see units of the buildings scattered there. Buildings that have reached a reasonable state, but then due to neglect, we decided to leave it to rot. It's a shame. So are we certain to see this particular project residing in the heart of Koforidua to rot? Just make some time and see the current state of this project.
You see here, look at all these ones. Look at the arrows there. You understand me? Look at here. Arrows here plenty. If I'm not here, like they come and sell them. Look at, because of me, they are not able to pick these up, these arrows. You understand? Come, I'll show you some here. If me the latte, I'm not here. Oh.
The prolonged abandonment has come at a significant cost. Public funds already invested have become effectively wasted as structures deteriorate beyond repair. The surrounding communities have lost potential economic activity and employment opportunities that construction and habitation would have generated. Meanwhile, the national housing deficit continues to widen, pushing citizens toward overcrowding living conditions and informal settlements. We have this, but then yet still, we've left it to rot. Wow. Trust me, today I feel so sad as a Ghanaian. Seeing such a project left to rot in this bush. Something which was created with an intention of giving affordable housing to the citizens of Ghana right now has been left to rot. Governments do come and go. Since its inception under the government of His Excellency President John Agyekum Kufuor, this project has been left. For how many years now? It's been almost 2 decades, and this project is still standing aloof in this unforsaken bush. What are we doing as Ghanaians? What are we doing to ourselves? So, what do we prioritize as a nation? Is it that whenever we come, we leave whatever is in existence? Have we forgotten about the going concerns in governance? Is government or is governance no more a going concern entity? What are we doing? What are we doing to ourselves? You can imagine the budget invested in creating this kind of uncompleted building. But right now, the fate of the building itself is shaky because we don't know when we are going to leave to see the completion of this edifice. It's so sad, very sad and terrible. Let's see how far this goes. Beyond the economic losses lies a deeper social cost. Housing is not merely shelter. It is foundational to dignity, health, security, and productivity. Each year this project remains abandoned is another year families are denied the stability that affordable housing provides. Each day we sing "The Nation Demands Your Devotion." Let us all unite to uphold her, to make her great and strong. We are all involved in building our motherland Ghana. So, the ball is in our court now. Let us put our words in actions. This is another phase of the project. You can see two building units here. This one and the bigger one at the far end. I remember a saying once made by a renowned musician by name Bob Marley. He said, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery." So, are we really emancipating ourselves from our mental slavery? What are we doing? What are we doing to break the shackles of slavery we are endowed with? What are we doing to get out of this misery as people? What are we doing to get out of this bondage as Ghanaians? Once it's not in an agenda of a particular government, after there is a change in government, whatever project that has been set up or whatever project began goes down to the ditch. So, what are we doing to break ourselves from this kind of mental slavery? Are we really serious as a nation? Do we really have the country at heart? I'm even short of words, trust me, because it's mind blowing seeing this kind of edifice, this kind of project being left to rot. The creation of it itself had good intentions, creating affordable housing, to the citizens of Ghana. But what are we doing? What are we seeing right now in the heart of Koforidua? State housing project being left to rot. Meanwhile, we have this institution set up right now. As I speak, we do have the institution set up in the country. Is it that they are giving this project a blind eye? We need to do more as a state. We need to do more as a country. Ghana is for you and then I. And there is no way someone will come from elsewhere to give us the development we require. We have to do whatever it takes to see Ghana prosper with our own hands. We own our own destinies. Inshallah, things will be fine. The case for revisiting and completing this project is stronger than ever. Urbanization is accelerating, rental costs are rising, and access to affordable mortgages remains limited for many citizens. Completing the project will be a practical, cost-effective intervention, reviving existing assets rather than starting new elsewhere. Allowing a housing project to lie abandoned for 2 decades is not merely an administrative failure. It is a missed opportunity to improve lives. Reviving and completing this project will transform a decaying symbol of neglect into a powerful statement of renewal and responsibility. The time has come for government to act, complete what it has started, and deliver on the promise of affordable housing for the citizens it serves. Let's come together and see the completion of this project. Koforidua deserves better. Ghana deserves also better.